There's a lineage of professional physician-level herbal medicine that comes up to us today, and that's one of our roots in our program. And this goes back mainly to Egypt, and then from Egypt up into classical Greece, and then from classical Greece into Rome, and then from Rome it kind of did some wandering around back down to over into Persia again, and then it kind of traveled back through North Africa and came up into Spain, right? We're talking 12, 13, 1400s. And from there it spread out through Europe, right? All along being informed by local herbalism. So this tradition kind of settled today in India and Pakistan, where that word Unani Tibb comes from, and pretty much literally that translates to medicine of the Greeks, which is, one stop in the way of this circuitous pathway I just described. The fun thing about that is it came into our more familiar world with Culpepper, Nicholas Culpepper. You guys, who's heard of him? He's kind of a famous, really old school herbalist. He was writing in like the 1600s in England, right? And you open his book. Has anyone, if you look at Culpepper's book, the first time you see it, you're like, what the heck is this guy talking about, right? Because he's like, this herb is under the influence of Venus. It's moist in the 3rd degree and warm in the 1st degree, and all this stuff. And you're like, what is he even talking about, right? Well, this lineage brought that understanding of the energetics of the herbs up that way to Culpepper. And then it kind of radiated over to North America when European folks came over here and mixed in with indigenous North American medicine, right? And then it came up through this guy called Samuel Thompson. Has anyone heard of Samuel Thompson that hasn't been to school here? Samuel Thompson was kind of a renegade. So he was sort of like, gosh, I don't know who I would compare him to today, but he was kind of the rebel herbalist against the establishment physicians in the 1700s in North America. There were a lot of people like that. He was just the most famous one, right? And he brought in cayenne and lobelia, and he's like, herbal medicine is the people's medicine. Just learn how to do it. You don't have to go to the university-trained doctor and get some mercury and have your blood taken out. And try the wisdom of nature and all this cool stuff. So we actually study some of his writings here at school, and some of them are a little weird, some of them are gold, everything in between. But this tradition came out through Thompson, and then a school of physicians arose in North America called the Physiomedicalists, right? And the Physiomedicalists were sort of like naturopathic physicians today, except they were more herbalists. Okay, so the Physiomedicalists were active in this country in like 1850s to or earlier than that actually, like 1840s, late 1830s, up until it was made illegal in 1911, and they closed down their schools, and then they kind of, slow simmered along underground until now, and we're like, hey, Physiomedicalists, they were awesome. So we use their Materia Medicas, their therapeutics books, and some of their case histories. So this is another route in our program, and what's really cool about that is they were very interested in physiology, hence the name Physiomedicalist. So they wrote all this super interesting stuff about the intersection between herbs and human physiology that you really don't find anywhere else, right? You can even download some of these. If you go to Paul Bergner's website, which is naimh.com, and just search around on William Cook or Physiomedicalist, and you can download, they're all in PDFs now. Wow. Yeah. And at first you're like, what? Because it's 18th or 19th century language, and some of the terms are unfamiliar, right? So it takes a while to get in the swing of reading them, but once you do, you're like, oh my gosh, this is the gold. So love it so much. For instance, the word diffusive, right, which I think I might have dropped earlier. You're like, who is that, right? That's an energetic word that the Physiomedicalists really promoted. And what it means is, okay, shut your eyes for a second, and imagine you're drinking a strong cup of ginger tea. How does your face feel?
Scrunched. Like the tingling flowing through.
You're drinking that hot ginger tea. How's your face feel? You know? So a lot of people talk about ginger and they say it's a circulatory stimulant, right? And what Cook would call it, he would be saying it's a stimulating, diffusive diaphoretic, right? Which means the same thing, only more subtle, okay? Which means you drink it and you're like, your body goes, hey, and your face is warm, right? It's like when you eat cayenne. Your face is really warm. And I love this. Diaphoretic means it brings heat up from deep to the surface, right? Mm-hmm. And diffusive means the effect of it rapidly spreads throughout the body. Means a few things, but that's one of them.